All right, good morning, everybody. It's March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And here's your plan of attack. I know it's a little bit later than normal, but we have time because consumer sentiment is coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so 30 minutes after the open, so there's still plenty of time. And today's kind of a tricky day, anyways. And if this is your first time here, this is how I trade 0 days to expiration SPX options and ES futures. And where I feel I get my edge in this particular type of setup is I attempt to forecast how I expect today's price action and candle to close. So let's look at big picture and then narrow it in. Yep, I'm going to need my pen. And actually, while that is loading, I can pull this over here. If it decides to load, finally. Okay. There it is. Excellent. Okay. Sorry about the delay there. So yeah, here it is. We're actually not that, forgive me. That's just US stuff. But here is the stuff that may kind of move the market around here. Anything with the words anything with the word inflation in it, you should probably pay attention to it, which is there. And then we have consumer sentiment, which I have been paying attention to and obviously does move the market around. And that happens at 10 a.m. So 30 minutes after the open. And nothing is wrong with being patient after that. So you have 30 minutes after the open for a setup to form. Now today, how do I forecast what I expect today to do? So you can't deny yesterday was a very strong bullish day, which is great for overall market purposes. Now, so we have a really big bullish day off of all this wicks right here where buyers are coming in based off of this level here, and also where this is oranged out is HVA, so a high volume area. And then we pushed up, broke these highs, and we rallied up. Now today, how I expect to do, how I am looking to play it, it's going to be kind of tricky. So we got back above the 200-day SMA, and we're below the 50 still, and we're right below the 21 EMA, but nothing's to say that we can't spike above it. Okay, so today, how I'm kind of forecasting, I'll actually zoom in here so we can just see the few candles we're looking at, because this is kind of important. That's why I'm zooming in on here. Okay, so we did spike above. As actually it's happening right now. I was all right. Well, I bet we're going to come down and probably test the 4 or 8 EMA. We're hitting the 5. So we came down, kind of spiked towards this area, and then now we're pushing up. So today is I'm actually okay with playing the reversion to the mean on SPX if that does happen. And also, but because you got to be careful that there's the 200-day SMA right here, but the consumer sentiment may completely change the situation. But if we can flush back below the 5 EMA and hold, I'd probably look to short the rally. But at the moment, it looks like buying the dip may be the play, because I'm expecting kind of maybe a touch here and then potentially even pushing higher and then having a body at the high after having a wick, potentially. So we'll see. But we're also rallying up here. This HVA level right here is resistance. I will show you this here in a moment. But that's kind of how I'm forecasting. Maybe a tap and then push higher. But if we start to break below basically 39.50, we could look for prices to continue lower. Just be mindful of the 200-day SMA. And like I said, tricky day. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. So as far as volume goes or resistance that happened, what I want you to do is check this out. So I have this orange out level, go over here all the way to 2 months ago, this HVA level. That's right where we stopped to the T. I'll put my, or the point. Boom, see we hit it and failed. So we rallied up to volume resistance and started to flush. So that will be a resistance area to be mindful of. And that's at basically 4K. So that's pretty expensive, 25 ES points away. All right, so with all that cool information, how do I look to trade it today? All right, so big picture, like I mentioned, I was kind of looking for price to come down. kind of expect maybe a wick and then a push higher, but we got to watch out for basically 4K. Who knows? Maybe we'll push right past through it, but it's kind of a tricky spot. It might be one of those days where a drama-free trade may be the way to go versus at the money. And so let's talk about a few potential setups. So where are sell signals across the larger time frames? 30-minute squeeze going negative. Sell signal there printed. We came down to the daily 5 and hourly 50, and we're starting to rally. So bearish scenario, say the consumer sentiment comes out and it's volatile. I kind of like it's like I said, it's tricky. I don't really want to go short into VWAP and then play it back down because I think the structure is changing. So therefore, I kind of like the bullish scenario. And as far as bullish scenario that I want to play, it's going to have to either be price is going to have to still be low. And what I mean by low, let me pull this up here. So here is SPX. And load. All right, so what I mean by low, so say this move lower makes SPX open, I doubt we'll be down here. That's quite a large move down. But if we open up lower, I would say the third ATR start to have rotations. It'll probably be more near the hourly, which would be, oh, it's hard to project from here, honestly. And this is why I look at ES. So I'm just going to stick to this. Get back to it. Say price stays low down here, oscillates near here after we get consumer sentiment, and we start to get dots and arrows. I'm probably playing a reversion back to VWAP and then 21 EMA. That's where you probably get a quick win. And then wait and evaluate. Because if you start to get sell signals again, you might be able to play the bearish move back down. If that plays out, because it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of tricky, but there's also pretty solid resistance here at 4K. Who knows? We may even just pin at 4K for the end of the week. So that being said, another bullish scenario, maybe a potential rally through if consumer sentiment likes it, buy the pullback, and then watch out for this level here. Bearish scenario, like I mentioned, if oscillate down here, hit VWAP, short it, but watch out for the levels down here. So it's kind of, it's going to be one of those days you're probably going to have to lock up about 40% of the credit received and be happy with it versus holding on for such a huge chunk. So I know a lot of that was confusing, so let me do a quick recap on that. So bullish scenario, consumer sentiment comes out, we're oscillate down here. We'll just call it on the 60-minute 50 EMA, right? Dots and arrows, play the reversion up to the 30-minute 21 EMA or VWAP. That's your play there. If you do about a delta 30 25 wide, you can gain 40% of the spread there. Now from that point, may set you up for another short. So if price rallies up and stalls here and we start to get dots and arrows back to the downside in the context of everything else is looking negative, then you short it back down, but watch out for this level again. So boom, another 40%. But what if that level doesn't happen? All right, say consumer sentiment is viewed very bullishly and the trend continues today, then wait for that breakout through the 30-minute 21 EMA and VWAP. It pulls back, you buy that dip, and then ride it up and just watch out for this key level, basically 4,005, and lock up another 40%. So that's 3 potential scenarios. I know it's not overly clear as far as what to do, and to be quite honest, it's a choppy spot. Excuse me. So that's what we have to deal with. But that's all I have for y'all. I'll be back in full swing doing these in the options room and small account mastery next week, come Monday. So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there today and this weekend. And I will see y'all again on Monday. Take care.